So in this video, we will be learning how to merge and split cells, okay, how to move and resize tables, and in the end, we'll learn how to adjust the row height and column width. So let's first start with merging. So merging of cells means to combine two or more cells which are in the same row or in the same column. Okay. So for an example, I have a table there which shows the differences between plant cell and animal cell. Now, let's say I want to give it a heading called differences, but I want that heading to be right in the middle of the plant cell column and the animal cell column. Okay, so let's first start by adding a new row at the top for the heading. So if you've not forgotten, click on the row, okay, where above which I want to insert the new row. So that's the first row. So layout and then insert above. So I've inserted a new row, but it has two cells, one above the plant cell column and one above the animal cell column. Okay, so if I write differences here, okay, this is not what I want. I want the differences to be in the middle, and I don't want this split here. So to do that, okay, just select the two cells which you want to merge. So you can do that by left clicking and dragging and selecting both the cells. So I've selected both the cells. Now you go to the layout tab, then you go to the merge group, and there you have an option called merge cells. So just left click on merge cells and you've got the required output there. Now splitting is just the opposite. Okay, now splitting means to break up a single cell into many cells, okay, into different rows and different columns. Okay, so this is how it's done. Again, click on the cell or cells which you want to split, then again go to the layout tab, and there's an option called split cells. Now left click on split cells and it brings up the split cells dialog box. Now there you can select the number of columns that you want to split the cell into and the number of rows that you want to split the cell into. Now I just want one row. Okay, now I want to go back to what we started with. So I just want one row, but I want two columns. Okay, so I'll just click on OK, and now again it has split that cell into two cells. So this is how you can merge and split cells. Okay, you can merge more than two cells as well, but they have to be in the same row or in the same column. So at times you may want to change the location of your table by putting it in a different part of the document. So in order to do that, in order to move the table, we make use of the table move handle. So if you just hover your mouse over the table, then you can see on the left top corner, you have a blue plus symbol there. That's known as your table move handle. So if you just take your mouse cursor on top of the table move handle, so you can see it becoming bigger, and now it's turned black. So now you can just left click and then drag, left click and hold and then drag the table to wherever you want to place it, and then just let go of the mouse button to drop it. So that's how you move a table. Okay, let's take it back up again. So that was how to use the table move handle. If you take notice of the bottom right corner there, you can see a small square. That's your table resize handle. Now if you hover your mouse over the table resize handle, you will see two double-ended arrow there. Okay, so that's your table move handle. So just left click and then drag and then leave the mouse button to make it bigger, or you can make it smaller as well. Again, select the table resize handle by left clicking and then just drag, and you can change the table to whatever dimensions you like. So while resizing, the column width and the row height, they get adjusted automatically. All right. Now at times, instead of resizing the entire table, you may only want to change the row height of a particular row or the column width of a particular column. So in order to do that, select any cell in the row to change the row height of the row. Okay, select any cell in the given row. Okay, let's say I want to change the row height of this title, where the title is written here. So just select this. It just has one cell right now, so it doesn't matter. Just select that cell, go to layout, okay, layout tab, and then in the tables group you have properties option there. So just left click on properties, go to the row tab, and then check this specify height checkbox here. So once you do that, this toggle becomes active. So now you can use these arrow keys to either increase or decrease the row height, and just click OK and it adjusts the row height. Now in order to change the column width, it's a very similar instructions. Just select any cell in the given column, then go to the layout tab, and then again properties. Now instead of the row, go to the column tab and make sure that this preferred width is checked, and then again use the toggle arrow keys to increase or decrease the column width, and then press OK. So that changes the column width. Now let us do the practical example on page number 27 in your textbook. Okay, we have to create a table that stores the length and breadth of the two shapes that are given there. That's one is a square and the other is a rectangle. And then we have to use a formula to calculate the area. So you know that to calculate the area of a square, you have to multiply the sides. Yes, all the sides are equal in a square. So the formula to calculate the area of a square is a squared, or side squared. And then to calculate the area of a rectangle, the formula is length multiplied by the breadth. So the length and breadth and the side of the square are given, and we'll have to create a table. We'll have to enter this data, and then we'll have to use formulae to calculate the area and display it in the table itself. So let's start. So first let us create the table. We have to create a table with 3 rows and 3 columns. So go to the insert tab, and then you have table, click on table, and then you can just select here 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, 3 columns and then 3 rows. So you can use this option as well instead of using the insert table option. If you want to use the insert table option, click on insert table, select the number of columns 3, select the number of rows 3, and then click on OK. Okay, so we have a table with 3, and now we have to type in the headings. That is length, then breadth, and then area. Now what is the length of the square? The length of the square is 4 centimeters, and the length of the breadth of the square is again 4 centimeters. What about the length of the rectangle? It is 9 centimeters and the breadth is 4 centimeters. Now we'll have to use a formula to calculate the area of the two figures. Alright, so now just click on the cell where you want the result of the formula and go to the layout tab, and now the last group under the layout tab is data, and there you have a thing called formula. So just click on formula. Okay, now here write 4 multiplied, so remember the star symbol does the multiplication, breadth is also equal to 4. Okay, and then you can use this option to change the format in which your answer will appear, whether you want it in percentage, whether you want it in decimal points. Okay, so we do not want any decimal points. We'll just click on 0, and then we'll just click OK. So when you do that, it automatically calculates the result, that is 4 multiplied by 4, which is 16, and it puts it there. We'll do the same to calculate the area of the rectangle. So click on the cell where you want the result, click on the layout tab, under the data group you have formula, click on that, remove whatever is written in the formula dialog box, then write is equal to, the formula should start with an equal to, alright, so is equal to 9 multiplied, that is the asterisk symbol, by 4. So and then you click on OK. You can just select the number format as well, and then click on OK, and 9 multiplied by 4 is 36. So this is how you can use the formula to perform simple calculations on the data in your table and then display it